What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. I just want to do a quick little video, quick little top 10 of my favorite prismatic secret rares that are going to be coming out in the 2022 Megaton. Let's go ahead and start it off with Small World. Like I said, when Small World first came out, I was a little bit confused on how it works, but after a while, now that I've seen a lot of people use it, I've seen exactly how you could maximize its potential. I'm like happy that this card got reprinted. A lot of people are gonna have access to it, and I can't wait to be able to get my copies and try it out in real life. And yeah, the price drop is great too. The waterfalls. But for number 9, I chose Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. She's always been, I think the lowest was about $25, so she's always been, kind of kind of high up there for someone who's budget. Like this has always been, this has been all, it basically been out of their range. Like if you're trying to create a good deck, like this is not the first card on your list. Like this is very much never, it was never like the best card in the format, but at the same time, if you use it with IP, you're able to link with one of your opponent's monsters on their turn. You could use your opponent's monster. It has its uses. I'm glad that it's out here, so that way a lot of more people have access to it, and we'll be able to see she could have some more use. So at number 7, I have Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. I guess I just put it here just because it's a reprint that we really needed to bring down the price of the card. Although there's not a lot of people that are really using it, there are people that play the Dark Magician strategy, which will be very happy to see this card reprinted. So that will be very be easier to get in their hand. So that way they won't have to spend so much money because they already have to get that Magician Souls. So we'll see if this card maybe it'll have a resurgence in a way and come back. I don't know. The next card, basically in the same vein, is Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix. If Konami decides to maybe potentially bring back Destiny Fusion, I had a moment where I was like, what am I trying to think of here? Like maybe Konami wants to bring back to 3 because we don't have Vert anymore to kind of turbo this out. So maybe this could be a good rogue option. I'm glad to see it in there. Always good to see cards like this, especially with the price tag. Ghostbump Haunted Mansion. This is another one. I got this on number 6. So far, when I was looking on the market, I did a video earlier today about the market. This card has not fallen yet. It's still staying in about the same price point. I really do expect maybe not the secret rare, but the other versions to go down to 2, and maybe the prismatic might hold a $3-4 price point, and then this one will hold its value. But I really do like to see this card reprinted. It comes in and out of the meta. Sometimes it's really useful, sometimes it's just niche, but it's good to have more copies of these handlers available to prevent them from just going way too high. And number 5, I have Ash Blossom. This is a perfect example of, well, I guess not a perfect example because we have a good amount of reprints of this card, but she is still just high up there. We're gonna get another reprinter in common and another structure deck, so hopefully that'll even her out. But I think just because of what this card does, it's always going to be at least a $10 card. So hopefully the reprint that's coming in the tin will be maybe a little easier, maybe they'll be it'll be a little easier to get this one, so that way it could kind of help equalize some of those prices. At number 4, I have Forbidden Droplet. This card has definitely been in and out of metas ever since it's been released. It has always been very, very expensive. Even I think even until the reprint was announced, it was like a $60, $70 card. So it's always been up there. At one point it was like $120, and every time they reprinted this card, it was always in it was either in secret or at ultimate, or was in a set where it was very, very hard to get. It wasn't like it was just very easy. So the fact that they're going to reprint it in this Megaton format set, that's going to make this card very much more available. It'll hopefully bring down the price of it to where if you want the original, you could spend a little extra money, but the reprints and this card will hopefully equal around about. I'm being a little bit optimistic, but hopefully maybe 15 to 25. That'll be the range of all these cards, so that way they'll be a little more available for players, and we'll see what happens there. All right, so let's go to number 3. For number 3, I have Crossout Designator. Crossout Designator is the card that I feel Konami is going to want to push into the meta. Like I don't know if they want to do what they have on dueling. So they have on a Master Dueling and the OCG, to where this card's really good because Max C's in the meta, so you have to counter Max C, and that's why it's here. Maybe Konami might try to do something similar where they release other cards that, like where they, bring back certain strategies to where you really want to play Crossout, or maybe we go into a tier 0 format to where if you're playing 70% of a certain deck, you might as well play Crossout, because that one card is going to take out almost every card in the other player's deck. So that's a possibility. At number 2, I have Lightning Storm. Very nice, very generic piece of removal. Get rid of monsters, get rid of back row, spell and traps. That's just perfect. This card has been expensive for a very long time. It hasn't been reprinted. It isn't like Ash, to where it's been reprinted a lot and it's still expensive. It's only, it's kind of more similar to a Forbidden Droplet, where they reprinted it like sets, to where it's still gonna command a kind of a high price point. But yeah, I'm very, very glad that this card got a reprint, so that way it'd be way more available to players and more people could get access to it. And for number 1, I have Pot of Prosperity. The thing about the pot cards is all of them are good in certain decks, but they also very much power creep. It's all like, you have Desire, you have to get rid of your deck, and even though there's certain strategies that might benefit from banishing cards, that might like to thin their deck out because they run 3 copies of everything, it's like the fact that you have 2 other cards which get the other, which allow you to draw the same number of cards, but they don't affect your main deck, especially with this one, and this one lets you choose the cards. Yeah, this was a very big reprint that everyone was looking forward to, and some people were speculating wasn't going to be in there. Me personally, I was sure it was going to be in there, but also a part of me was like, this could be the card that they use to try to sell other sets. And if it wasn't in there, it wasn't in there. But I'm very happy it was in there. I can't wait to get my hands on these so I could use them in my deck. Splight, Untwinned, Unchained, Evil Twin. I'm combining decks. I'm combining decks here. But yeah. So that's pretty much where I'm at here. That's my top 10. My top 10 Prismatic Secret Rares for the 2022 Megatons. Peace out, guys. Wait for the next one.